uppercut, leave you laid out on the floor. Try to duck and roll, hit and miss, now you counting stars. Should've practiced more, should've hit the mask, get out there more. Claim that you're the best. You gotta show me, son. Actions over words, baby boy. Is you real or what? Talking way too much, world come. Back sports, talking way too much, world come. Back sports, talking way too much, world come. Back sports,
Big shout out to the hottest chat in the MFN game. A-side official, no negotiation needed. Period. You already know Big Blunts and Boxing is on deck. In the building. What's good, OG? What's good with you, bro? How you doing? Salute. Hold on for a second. Carlos Rosado is in the building. I see you. What's good? My man Ryan was smoking and drinking, still beat Dev. We're gonna get into it. Okay. I couldn't do nothing about that, man. You know what I'm saying? How's the sound now? How's the sound now? So let's dive right into it, man. You know what I'm saying? This ain't a hot grease moment, but we are glitching, right? As always, we glitching over here. You know, Garcia clearly played chess to beat Haney outside the ring. Outside the ring, y'all. He clearly played chess to beat Devin Haney outside the ring. Cornerman tells all. Now, one thing we have to understand is that, you know, boxing is one of those sports where you have to strategize. You have to be tactically proficient. You know what I'm saying? You have to take all this in consideration when it comes to the art of war. Hold on for a second. Let me get my mic right, man. Let me get my mic right. So, you know, let me do just a quick check. Yeah, I can. Okay, that should be good. So, Mike on deck. I see you. Salute WCS. Salute to you, brother. Honor Brown on deck. Salute to you. So, in the aftermath, man, we on Tuesday. You understand? And everybody's talking about the same thing, of course. And really, if you look at everybody, they just talking about how Team Haney got played, how they lost, how they wasn't properly prepared for this. And like I said before, Team Garcia played chess outside of the ring in preparation for this fight. They did. They played very, very good chess leading up to this fight outside the ring. Let's start with number one, social media. Ryan Garcia, took a loss against Gervonta Davis, and yeah, he took a hit. Absolutely, he took a hit. But Ryan Garcia was in a position where when the fight was moved, his team probably told him that the ticket sales was going to suffer. And you're the only person that can basically bring attention to this fight. Devin can't do it. His personality ain't there. They feel that that's not an area, you know what I'm saying, that those are not boundaries that they was willing to breach because he just don't have the personality to do it. But since Ryan has been working on his acting lessons, you know what I'm saying? He's been acting on his, he's been working on his act. That's what they decided to go with. They decided to go with Ryan Garcia, and they was going to bring back in the mental health. They had to even go deeper than that and to speak on him being bound and gagged and kidnapped in the middle of the day and taken to a undisclosed location. And they forced him to look at certain things that further degraded his mental state. That was Ryan Garcia, y'all. That was Ryan Garcia. Whoever those people was in the Sikh society, they took him there. That's who he wanted you to believe. And also, he was given permission, like I said in my live, to go there. I mentioned way back when Ryan Garcia said he wasn't going to be in boxing that long. He was going to go to the silver screen. And from my understanding, he was doing a documentary over there on Hollywood about a boxer. So he's getting his acting down. And if you think acting just involves him acting over in Hollywood, no, it involves promotion. I always tell y'all about Teofimo Lopez and how he's very, very manipulative when it comes to the cameras. He knows how to play with the fans' emotions. He knows how to get them riled up. He knows what to say, when to say it, how to say it. And that's exactly what Ryan Garcia did. Ryan Garcia played his hand in a fight that was moved from Vegas. And they knew the ticket sales was going to be a bit lethargic. So they needed somebody to take the lead. And that's what Ryan Garcia did. He went all in. He went all in. He had people believing that the pretty faced bandit was out of control. He was losing it. This is not the first time we've seen this shit in boxing, people. We see this all the time. At the end of the day, we see fighters going to the mental health and people are drawn in, to show them empathy and all that. And they kind of showed that about Ryan. You had a group of people that was really showing empathy, concern, caring. And then the other one was like criticizing him, and everything. And then he really played the media. He really played the media, man. He had so many roles going on. One minute he's mentally unstable. The next minute he's Jimmy Swaggart, aka the pretty boy evangelist. He's talking about God, Christianity, Jesus. We're talking about a guy whose social media has risen to 11.4 million. And he's up here, talking about Christianity, and then he turns into the villain and he starts talking this crazy talk. F this, F that. Why? Because he has the complexion to do that. Ryan had the perfect complexion. He had the perfect persona. You know what I'm saying? The machismo to pull this off. Not too many people can pull this off. Juice Lee on deck, I see you, man. Not too many people can pull this off, but Ryan was. So, of course, he had to get some coaching. All right, let's be honest. He had to get some coaching, people. They had to give him a step-by-step process on where to go from this point and where to go from that point and how to keep on extending it. And then check his social media, check how people responding. That was very, very essential to bringing attention to this fight because Devin couldn't do it. He wasn't willing to lose himself. It's just not in him. He wasn't willing to go as deep as Ryan Garcia because Ryan deals with a lot more people in the industry than Devin, obviously. You know, Ryan Garcia has been up there. You know, he deal with the high-end designers. He deal and brush elbows with some people in high places. He do. He did an excellent job with puppetizing the emotions of those who was willing to tune in. He made it seem like he just didn't have what it take to handle a fight of this magnitude. He acted like he was just on his final thread of sanity. Ryan Garcia was up here just every time you turn around, he was the Lord's, you know, angel, and then the rest he's playing with Lucifer. 1 minute he's playing the good guy, the next minute he's playing the villain. He was all over the place. Then he showed you, hey, I'm not too in control of my personal life either. I'm drinking and I'm smoking. Then whoever told Devin Haney to say, you know, that he was on cocaine, that further drove. So I'm putting these pieces together. I say, what would bring you to a conclusion that Ryan Garcia was on cocaine? What would bring you that? Did somebody tell you to say that? Or that was all part of the plan to bring attention to this fight that Ryan was on, you know, cocaine? And not only that, you know, you had people thinking that Barbosa was on standby to step in for this fight. How is Barbosa gonna be able to step in for this fight? And they already struggling with selling the fight to get eyes on this fight. So as it kept going along, Ryan Garcia continued to switch up. He did a great job. You did a great job. But I always wonder why Devin Haney brought up cocaine. Did they tell him to say that? Did Ryan Garcia, was his dad told to say Bill had nappy hair? I mean, all this plays a factor in the shock value of this fight. Were they told to boost this up over here? Were they a part of the plan? That's all I want to know. Were the Haneys a part of this plan where they went in there and they knew they was going to take a loss? Because it's just certain areas with the cocaine deal, with the nappy hair comment. You know what I'm saying? You know, just certain areas where I'm saying, okay, did somebody really tell them that? Like, we have a video up here where Team Haney is egging Devin to do this, that, and the other, and they was kind of coaching them through the engagement that they had on Super Bowl weekend. I pay attention to all this shit. Like, if the engagement was set up and you had a WWE script, how much more was it set up? Will they just give y'all bits and pieces enough to have y'all believing that they're here to sell the fight, but ultimately they had an ulterior plan that you didn't know nothing about? That's where I'm at with it. Because I think Ryan Garcia did an excellent job at being a nut job, a nutcase, an asylum patient. He did an excellent job acting. How far did the acting get him? It was convincing to certain people. It was very convincing, especially when you add in the alcohol and the smoking, because that came out previously. They did a great job. Canelo said he wasn't hungry. He wasn't in the gym enough. You know what I'm saying? People were starting to have their doubts about Ryan Garcia not being able to handle all the pressure. Having too much too soon, y'all. Having too much too soon. Is my mic good? You know what I'm saying? Just put a Y and put an N if it's no. Y for yes, N for no. Is my volume good? I don't want to go through this live stream. My volume's not well. You know what I'm saying? Is my volume well? Please, just let me know. I appreciate you, Mike. So with social media rising to 11.4 million after the fight, Ryan obviously has a huge following, more than a lot of fighters. Okay. Also, he has a community of people that was able to assist him with promoting this fight. The pretty goofy kid, he did an excellent job. All the people that coached him, all the people that gathered behind him, all the people that provided support, you know what I'm saying? All the people that assisted him with his next step. They did an excellent job. They did an excellent job. You know what I'm saying? He got it done. Ryan Garcia playing chess the entire time outside the ring. Number 2, the perfect lie. Ryan Garcia says, I had everybody thinking I was crazy. But at the end of the day, who's the crazy one now? I didn't really want to say this, but it's the truth. Everybody needs to acknowledge y'all was tripping, not me. I wasn't. I was the one who was sanity. I don't give a F what people say about me. I walked through the fire and still held it down, and still beat Devin Haney, and still drink every day, and still beat him. I did everything. What happened? False reality, right? Drank every single night. What happened? I won. Not necessarily am I proud of that, but I'm just saying it was a statement to show you guys can really F with you guys can't really F with me. I do whatever I want and still win. So Ryan Garcia put on the perfect lie to basically finesse the people that actually have mental health problems. He was able to take advantage of that. He decided to insert himself in the same genre of individuals that's actually having this matter affect them on a daily basis. Ryan Garcia said, I do anything and everything what it takes. I've visited mental health before, and people showed me, let me do it again, but with a twist. Let me put more and more and more. Let me just go deeper and deeper and darker and darker. And that's exactly what Ryan did. He put the perfect lie out there to the boxing fans who can be extremely gullible to actions and behaviors such as this. Ryan Garcia showed that he's a very solid actor when it comes to this level. He was able to act in boxing. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I guess when it comes to dire straits, someone needs to step up. And this fight right here, the way they was putting it out there, that wasn't selling and all that, he did everything he needed to do to have people be concerned about him. He did. I don't believe everything that he's saying that he did. I don't believe he drank every night. I don't believe he smoked every night. I believe there was several small groups of people that was assisting Ryan to get this victory. There were several people that assisted him with the perfect lie to act like he was crazy and losing his mind, and the fight may not happen. You know what I'm saying? They had people believing that. And they did an awesome job at it, man. You know what I'm saying? Just having people, him, saying he don't give a F 1 minute, Jesus Christ, thank the Lord Jesus Christ and all that. And then getting up on the mic. You remember what Ryan Garcia said, right? He's talking about Jesus and all that. And then he said, I drink, I smoke. I'm not perfect. A lot of us is imperfect. So in one breath, he's saying he don't give a F what people say, F you. But then in the other breath, he's talking about Christianity. And then he'll go back to the dark side and tell people what they think they know about him. And that was, hey, I'm a drinker, smoker. But we can't sit up here and glorify or shake that off to the side like it don't matter, because we criticize Spence for basically screwing up his career like that. The only difference is that Spence was really out there doing it and Ryan Garcia isn't. You know, Ryan Garcia drinking wine and everything else that he say he's drinking. Well, somebody's driving for him. He hasn't been in any serious conditions where it makes the news like some black fighters is out here and some other fighters of different ethnicity. I'm just saying, the recent incidents of Jared Anderson and the incident with, Errol Spence. I mean, they get on here and say they drinking and smoking, but yet they've been out here on the news. They've been in the headlines. We haven't really seen Garcia match it up yet. Garcia has learned how to play the role very, very smoothly. He's telling you behind the mic that he's a drinker, smoker, but there's no sign of him getting in trouble or being pulled over by law enforcement to be arrested due to his actions, y'all. Him telling everybody, I had everybody thinking I was crazy. They're not saying too much about that. They busy focused on Haney. They knew the fight fans was going to turn. If they can pull this off, they was going to turn on Haney. They knew that. They knew all of this was going to revert back to Haney, and nobody's talking about how Garcia was up here playing everybody for a fool. Everybody that thought he was actually losing his mind. He played everybody and said, you know what? Y'all can't F with me. So he's pretty much putting it out there that those who believed him are gullible, stupid, fragile-minded people. Because you didn't read into it like I read into a lot of shit. A lot of people in this day and era, they don't try to read into something because they don't want it to be. They don't want to hear the truth. They want the storyline to stay as it is. If it consists of lies, if it consists of twists and turns, the untruth, betrayal, suspense, intrigue, deceitfulness, that's what they want. They don't want everything to be broken down where the truth is revealed. They want the truth to be encased in the lie. They want to stay there. They don't want all this other shit. And a lot of people was looking at Ryan Garcia and they just wanted everything to stay and go along the way it was, bro. The whole time they looking at that Devin Haney, and they was like, every time they meet, even though Ryan Garcia looked goofy, he was the one pressing the energy. And then he'll turn his back and he'll leave the area. Because he did whatever he needed to do. You know what I'm saying? It started off, your dad's a pimp, your dad's a pimp. And then Devin said, you whack, you whack. That's why Devin couldn't take the lead on being crazy. He couldn't take the lead. He just don't have the personality to do it. Ryan Garcia has always been an online wizard. He started off making videos, being comical, letting people see this side of him. That's why he has success. The King's Passage. This is one of the press conferences where Ryan came out. He had girls, women freaking dropping petals, rose petals and stuff like that. He's in the high back. I don't know why he didn't stick with this, but he was in a beautiful high back chair. I don't know if he actually paid for that or rented it, but it was a nice one. You know what I'm saying? And he's sitting in the chair while Devin is sitting over there to the side like he's the BC side. Ryan is bringing all the entertainment value to the stage, y'all. He's getting people into these little storylines and getting them to anticipate the meetings. And that's what he did. He did it gracefully. Now, this went back and forth You know what I'm saying? The one thing I say about Devin is that you can predict what's gonna come out his mouth. It's not gonna be that much. You know, he hasn't really put the time in for PR. When he comes back from this, he really should be much more abrasive. You know what I'm saying? I know some people his age just say, I don't need to change up for anything. Yeah, you do. You taking your first defeat. Ryan took his first defeat, and he even upped it. He even upped the ante and came back, you know, after the Duarte fight. He just switched it up and became the Joker, the Riddler, everybody. You come back, you should take what you've learned from this, from being hustled. And you need to understand how Ryan played the King's Passage and how he played his role. No one really knows what your role was, Devin. We just know you was the opponent of Ryan Garcia. That's all. We just know you were the opponent of Ryan Garcia. So we didn't quite know what was going on with it. But for Ryan, having the King's chair there, you know, getting the people to buy in what he was talking about. At this point right here, he hasn't really dipped down. You know, yeah, the cocaine accusations is out there, but he really hasn't turned up the volume yet. He really hasn't turned up the volume. He really hasn't switched the knob from one character to the next. But he did show you King Rye is who he was, right? He showed us that. King Rye is who he was. It gets interesting, y'all. The grand scheme. This is where it gets interesting. This is where Team Haney loses track. This is where they become bamboozled, disorientated, and they find out they're not playing with a bunch of rookies. The thought process for me still remains. I'm a little bit sketchy on if this was a bilateral participation. That's all I'm saying. Team Garcia understood his struggle making 140 pounds and decided to forfeit weight draining title eligibility. What that means is if he would have made the weight, he would have became eligible to fight and earn the WBC title if he would have been victorious. It goes on to say plan was to weigh a minimum of 143 pounds plus. This would eliminate the last minute cut and settle to pay Team Haney and the commission. That might be a little bit confusing for some people, but check this out. If you weigh less than 3 pounds, you have a discussion with the team, and you can have various other times where you can jump on the scale and try to lose that weight. If it's under 3 pounds, if it's 3 pounds or more, well, let's just listen to his trainer. His trainer was on record, and shout out to Fight Hype for basically providing us with a very informative cameo from Team Haney's corner, explaining the sequence of events on how Team Garcia was playing chess at the high level to fool Team Haney. Let's listen in, y'all.
Ryan was relaxed, had a four band violinist in his room.
Were you the one that was watching the raps?
Yes,
oh.
I went and watched the rap. He had a violinist right there, and his karma was just cool. When I saw that, I was like, shit. And I told the team, hey man, this guy, you know, he in there listening to violin music, getting his aura right, all that right there, that means a lot, you know.
And his trainer is talking based off the experience. Ryan Garcia had the music on deck. He was bringing himself down. He was centering. He was finding his zen on the eve of battle, y'all. That's what he was doing. He actually paid them to come and play, to assist. He's sitting there. He's at peace. He's not acting all rambunctious and crazy and delusional. He's not looking like he has all his screws just dangling in his cranium. he seems to be locking it all in because it's a big fight for him. You know what I'm saying? He seems to be locking it in. He's playing that soothing, calming. Nobody's freaking talking. They're not having all these dang conversations everywhere. You know what I'm saying? This was absolutely some gems dropped by someone who's seen it with his own eyes. And once again, I must say this. I still don't exclude them from absolutely knowing and not knowing. I don't. But this Cornerman, which is Devin Haney Cornerman, he went back and told them what he's seen. Now check this out. He's going to get into the aspects of why Ryan didn't cut the weight. A lot of people that don't attend fights, they may not have never known about weigh a certain amount of pounds over. There is negotiation that you can have with the team for a penalty. And also there is a fine that happened. You got to pay the commission. Okay. But see, it depends on how many pounds you're overweight. If you're 3, they're not going to force you to then lose 3 pounds. If you're 3.2, like Ryan was, he wasn't going to be forced. He just had to come up with an agreement with Team Haney, who could have said, no, I'm out of here. I'm going home. I'm not taking the fight. If it was anything higher, like 5 pounds, it's not happening. It's too much. You know what I'm saying? It's too much over the weight limit. Let's continue.
A lot of fighters, you know, they want to get hype, the rap, this and that. What he was doing, I mean, and then when he wasn't listening to the violinists, he was listening to, you know, church props and all that other stuff. And I mean, he really had his zen right going into this fight. So we had to go through with it. And like I say, I'm proud of Devin for going through with it and signed on the dotted line. So we had to go through with it. And like I said,
he said they signed on the dotted line, so they had to go through with it. They signed on the dotted line to take the fight because it's a paycheck and it's an opportunity to have a Ryan Garcia on your record. Even though Gervonta had him on his record, the one who stood to win the most out of this was Ryan Garcia. Because even though they determined a long time ago in this fight camp that they was going to come in at a certain weight, and as you get down to it through this video, he's going to explain to you how they sought the help of somebody to make sure that he gets right over that 3 pounds over point. You know what I'm saying? Make sure he was right on that, because one or two things has to happen. Team Haney is going to abort mission and say we out, or they're going to take the fight. If he would have took the fight, they would have said he was ducking. You know, a lot of people paid their money. They didn't want to see the co-main event moved up to the main event. This was a decision that stuck them right through their chest, right through their heart. Because everything that Ryan had done, one thing that they took in consideration is that he ballooned up to 165 versus Regis Prograis, y'all. They knew that Devin is going to rehydrate up to a large weight. Ryan Garcia, he knew that he struggled to fight Tank at that weight. So he wasn't really trying to do that, especially him coming off the Duarte fight at 143. He's really been having problems making it. So if Team Haney honestly thought that Ryan was going to drop all the way down to 140, then that's their fault. They didn't really look through it with a long lens, man. They didn't seek advice. They didn't have enough people around them to kind of say, hey, what do you think about this? You think him coming in to 143 his last fight, he gonna come in at weight this time? This, that, and the other? I just didn't never get that energy from them at the press conference until he said, you better make weight. You better make weight. You trying to tell me y'all never believed that this man may potentially come in overweight just so he can sustain his strength and power? Let's keep
I'm proud of Devin for going through and doing what he had to do, you know, with the team. but we can bounce back from this.
Or
Everybody said Ryan ain't got no shoulder and ain't no, he don't know how to do no shoulder roll.
So he's about to go into the Shozzy Posey. You know what I'm saying? But the grand scheme of thing is that Team Garcia understood making 140 pounds was going to be a struggle, and they decide to forfeit their title eligibility by weight draining themselves. And they say, okay, we'll just pay the money because we betting on the fight anyway, that we win. We betting on the fight anyway. And we'll just pay the fines because Team Haney ain't going to move out of this fight. They're not going to go away from this fight. Number 5, the playbook. Team Garcia knew Haney. Extreme rehydration up to 160 pounds in the Regis Pro Grace fight. So Garcia selected to match Haney size for size. Size for size. He wanted to maintain his strength. He didn't want to come in there weight drain and try to say, okay, we'll just wait for rehydration. See, Team Haney, they're thinking by the book. Sometimes you got to jump outside the book. Now, if you're a part of the play, then you don't have to worry about the book because you already know what the play is. But if you're going straight by the book and say, as a champion, I need to be professional. I need to make weight limit and don't drop my belt on the scale. I want to continue to have championship fights. So Team Haney may have had his adversary and his team over there, Team Garcia, reading them like that. Say, hey, I'm going to be honest with you. They just picked up this belt. They ain't ready to lose the belt. Listen, they might have picked up some fine, small details at 135-pound division. When he went and stayed in the WBC, and when Lomachenko was elevated to franchise champion, they took that deal, that agreement with that guy who Rick Glaser said to Bill Haney's face that they took a deal, an agreement for Devin to be elevated via email to the WBC championship. They took a deal. You think you don't have smart enough people that are there to plot and plan, scheme, come up with a plan? They knew what happened in 135. They knew if he just beat Regis, he ain't willing to come off that belt yet. So he was going to do it by the book. He was going to make 140 pounds. Team Garcia said, "No, we ain't going to make 140 pounds. We don't care about getting the belt this opportunity. We care about handing Devin Haney his first defeat. That's what we want to do. Forget everything you think we know. I mean, you think you know. We going off what we know. And the plan and the playbook we going by." It said Garcia rejecting the final 3 pounds meant maximizing his strength, speed, and power. Earning the win was the end game. That's the words of WCS. He rejected the final 3 pounds to maximize his strength, speed, and power. Earning the victory was the end game for Team Garcia, y'all. That was the mother effing end game. Now you might say to yourself, well, you know, there's a lot more that's missing out. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, the picture looks good. You know what I'm saying? He's putting some good pieces to the puzzle. Now he has a Devin Haney, you know what I'm saying, on his win column. Kudos to him. What else is there? You know what I'm saying? How else this plays out? Let's continue to listen to Haney's Cornerman now. Pay attention.
But he wasn't getting hit. Everybody not looking at what Ryan was doing. You know what I'm saying? They seen out that ain't the right way to do the shoulder roll.
You heard what he said? What did I just say? Team Haney going by the book. Everything's by the book. Make the weight. Be the champion. Team Garcia was like, well, your plans is to go by the book, but we ain't going by the book. We bringing a whole nother play. We bringing a whole nother scheme to it. Our strategizing is out of your freaking thought process right here. You don't know what we doing. We don't have no moles in the camp. His cornerman just said, that people were saying, oh, he don't do it right. He don't do it right. The first time he started to do it was when you seen him over there at TMT. And I said, he must have got Floyd to teach him that. It may not look the way it's supposed to, but every time he turned his back, his opponent stopped punching. Duarte stopped punching. You know what I'm saying? It's illegal to hit somebody back. It don't matter. It's just like you turn your back and you get hit in the back of the head. If it's illegal to get hit in the back of the head, it's illegal to get punched in the freaking kidney. Duarte, showed us when he was there, he kind of halted, and Ryan Garcia continued to do it, right? In this particular fight, he selected to pick the time to do it just to stall. There was really no reason. He wasn't under a barrage of punches, y'all. It wasn't a firestorm coming his way. It wasn't like he was in deep shit. But when he did it, Devin was hitting him in the back and the referee didn't warn him anything. And then the commentators was like, oh, that's a legal shot. That's a legal shot. If somebody turned their back and they're punching you in the back of the head, it is not legal. Nor is it legal when they do the showsy posy. Just because it's Ryan Garcia and Devin's cornerman saying he wasn't getting hit. So pretty much what he's saying as far as the angle for which Ryan was shielding his face, he presented his back, which is off limits when it comes to legal shots. That is not a target area for boxing. The way Ryan was turning his back was borderline on a referee stopping the fight any other time. Usually when a fighter get in trouble and they turn their back like that, the fight would be called off. But Ryan was just doing it out of nowhere, and Harvey Dock knew he might do that. He wasn't going to call the fight off just because Ryan was doing that. He didn't even warn him.
That shit worked for him. Whatever he did, when he leaned there, Devin could not penetrate. He hit him back there, and then the referee started taking point. He started warning Devin, hey, you can't hit him back there. Now,
see, he talked about how Harvey Dock was warning and he couldn't hit him back there. But the commentary was talking about, that's a legal shot. It wasn't. It's not.
He got everything. Now, Devin trying to throw uppercut, everything in front. You know what I'm saying? He like this. It was a terrible example, but it was a good example, and we couldn't penetrate.
So when I look at, he said they couldn't penetrate it. I spoke about this on the live prior to the fight, where if Ryan Garcia resulted to this angle, Devin will have to pivot around. Now, Lomachenko does this all the time. Frank Martin even does it. Why couldn't Devin do it? Devin has shown to have solid footwork. All he had to do was pivot around in the front and the uppercut would have been there, or the right hook. He always does this to his right side. You remember when they was talking about how Devin always leans over to his right side for defense? He does the same predictability. Kambosos might catch him. You know what I'm saying? Well, Ryan Garcia was dipping off to his right side over and over again. If Devin was really paying attention, or if he wanted to pay attention, he could have just pivoted and shot the angle and hit him with a hook over the top or uppercut. It was right there, but he chose, like a lot of fighters, to stand behind Ryan. You have the whole entire ring to move, but every time Ryan made that did that showsy posy, aka the Philly shell, aka Mayweather defense, a modified version, you just don't stand there and hit him in the back. Why didn't you pivot to the front and light his ass up?
If you can't penetrate a guy, it's hard,
Number 6, formidable tactics. We're talking about the weight. Y'all. Team Garcia chose to forfeit shedding the 3 pounds, which provided them an access pass to go around the struggles of dropping those last pounds heading into the fight. They say we'll rather pay the toll and cross the bridge. That's what Team Garcia did. I'll pay the toll to cross the bridge. And guess what? We're going to be in the same place at the end of the day. You just gonna take a little bit longer to cross this bridge. But I'm paying the toll. You being professional, you want to go by the Google Maps, and you want to make sure you line everything up perfectly and take the easiest route. You know, and when it's really no easiest route, it's still gonna take you a good little time to get there. But I can see where they wanted to keep the belt. You know, especially the WBC, being how long they held on to it, the lightweight division. Devin drops weight and balloons up. And Ryan Garcia goes into a 6-round clinch, him and Devin. This is where it gets a bit funny. You know what I'm saying? This is where it becomes a bit funny for me. Because I'm looking at this shit. And I'm saying, damn, why would they be clinching so heavy? And then I said to myself, you know, looking back at it, I said Garcia potentially may have been clinching Haney so much to get him to use his energy. You know what I'm saying? To basically deplete his energy. Because he did cut those pounds all the way down to 140. 140 on the nose now. We seen Spence look terrible in the fight. And they say it was weight drain because he weighed 147 even. Was Devin Haney weight drain? I don't know. But Garcia went in there and was bear hugging, headlocking, clinching for the first half of the 12-round championship affair. 7th round, Garcia's superior speed and power began to dominate Haney. If y'all remember, Garcia ended up landing a nice power shot, dropping Haney. That combination was swift. That left hand landed. Was it that Devin was getting rocked to sleep with all the clinching and everything, and he didn't think Ryan was going to do anything special? There was moments, right, when they had exchanges and Devin slipped. He was underneath Ryan's punches. Ryan was punching downward. So that tells me he had defense when he wanted to use it. But for the 7th round, was he rockabye baby? Was he, you know, Devin said he slept on Garcia at the post fight. Was he sleeping on him during the ring? Literally inside the ring during the fight? Because the 7th round, he gets dropped. 10th and 11th round knockdowns pretty much sealed Garcia for his 25th victory via majority decision. That all sounds good, y'all. The content and how you put the information in there for the article, how you write it up, you know, how you can you know, really dress it up in the eyes of the readers and make it seem extremely special for Ryan Garcia. He went in there with a solid game plan from not cutting the last 3 pounds, making sure it was 3 pounds or more because they couldn't make him, you know, drop those 3 pounds due to health reasons. Then it will be up to Team Haney to either accept or reject the fight. They decided, hey, it's a payday. We're going to take the fight. Team Garcia pretty much probably knew that shit anyway, that they was going to take the fight. And that's when you heard the 500,000 per pound. So the 500,000 per pound, they said, okay, come off of it. We're betting on the fight anyway. We're going to beat him. He's going to be weak. Our plan is going to work. We hope. You know what I'm saying? We hope. So they said, we're just going to give him the 1.5. Easy. They accept the fight. It's on. It's official. Then when you get into the first half of the fight, those 3 pounds that Devin cut to maintain his championship, even in the loss, now we see the strategy. Now we see the tactics. Now we seeing everything coming up and on full display inside the ring under the bright lights. Now we see which team was thinking outside the square. You understand? Outside the square mean preparing them outside the ring to have the advantage for what's going to happen inside the ring. Yeah, they didn't drop the final 3 pounds on purpose. People trying to complain that, you know, I heard Timothy Bradley say it was an unfair advantage. Well, this is boxing. They have rules in place that even he's benefited off of it a time or two, right? So if boxing allows you to have these so-called policies, these procedures, these protocols, don't get mad when somebody uses them so effectively and your favorite fighter is on the receiving end of them exploiting the system. Team Garcia made sure that they get the advantage outside the ring. So when Devin stepped inside, him making 140 was going to cost him. Not just him with the lack of strength, but it was going to cost him when Garcia in the later rounds, had more strength. He was starting to use his speed, and then his power shots was landing. You know what I'm saying? And then all along, he's like, I'm going for a moral victory here. I'm not giving a damn about that title. I'm going for the victory. People telling them, hey, all we want to do, we're going to get another shot. All we need right now is a win. We just need another win. You got Duarte in the books, and we need to get this win over a guy who's on the pound for pound list, Ryan. That's what we need. We need a Haney on our resume in the win column. And they sat down, they strategized, they planned. Proper planning prevents piss poor performance, and they sat down and they came up with a freaking plan. From him selling the sanity plea, the mental health stripe, drinking, smoking, having people believe he was on drugs, everything, to get down to the final days, y'all, and coming in there and missing weight purposely to go in there and have an advantage on the back end of the fight. It's kind of genius now. Toby Bartlett, Mr. International, is on deck. What's good with it, Toby? How you feeling, bro? 402 in the building. Salute to you. Honor Brown. Okay, just giving salute to everybody that's in the building. Let me get to this next slide. Number 7, a cold reality, y'all. The cold reality is Garcia may have earned a moral victory and temporary silence for the trainer Bill Haney, but the chilling facts remain. Garcia's social media prominence will only move the needle to say he's not a champion and hasn't proved he's not a boxing pretty boy hype job. Ryan Garcia's social media is only going to bring him so far in the stratosphere of this boxing universe when it comes down to him proving that he can go in there per rules, per the weight limit, balance out the scales and fight for a championship and win. He hasn't proven that. It was even restriction drama when he fought Tank. He was up there complaining, he wanted to put all these weight restrictions on me and this and that. He was real, disgruntled. He wasn't in good spirits. But both fighters had to weigh in the day of the fight, and they could only rehydrate up 10 pounds from 36 to 46. So therefore, he goes in there with Team Haney. They don't put no weight restrictions on there. They said, okay, they might have believed that, hey, we already know what we're going to do. You know what I'm saying? We're going to balloon up. We know how to rehydrate. You rehydrate, and that's what it is. But the difference was, the last cut of those 3 pounds and giving them a freaking what? A billfold? A 1.5, and 1.5, they just gave them a billfold? 1.5? Here you go. It's going to hurt a lot worse than that 1.5 at the end of the day. It's going to hurt. You'll see. And it did. It did, y'all. Garcia was able to put Devin Haney on so much. Like, look, I'm going to be honest. Errol Spence didn't have this many memes. You got people out here asking where Bill Haney is at. You got people wondering. You know what I'm saying? People are putting, air support. They're activating air support to go look for Bill Haney in Vegas. People, I have so many memes of Devin Haney getting off the canvas. Just that one time when he had to, turn over. He was on his elbows, on his knees. You know what I'm saying? Ass in the air. People was like making so many memes about that. Like, they remember what Garcia said about him going to a Diddy pool party. You can only know where they're going with it, right? That's what the Garcias wanted. He went in there and dropped Haney and beat him up bad. Absolutely, he beat him up bad. The way he was dropped, the way he was knocked down, like I said, I commend him for getting up, showing courage, heart. But the way he was beat up by a boxer who I still to this day say don't have better skills than he do. Ryan Garcia goes to the same thing over and over again. And I always tell people the sweet science, you can be a boxer that has a real strong point of your sweet science, your skill set. And that strong point can be something you do all the time, very, very well. Whether it's a jab, whether it's a hook. Mike Tyson used to hook to the body and come up with the uppercut. I mean, it used to be brutal. It used to sound brutal. Pop, pop. I mean, that used to be his patented go-to. Hook to the body straight up with the uppercut, man. Trying to decapitate him. The sweet signs, you can be a fighter, man, and have limited tools. But the tools that you have spent time and time remediating. It can rise you up to the top to a certain level. It can rise you to the top at a certain level, man. And that's where we at with Ryan. Ryan was still going to the hook, still going to the hook. I mean, he really didn't do anything outside the box that you can praise him for. Except, he looked like the stronger fighter, and he caught Devin lacking, coming out the clinch, on the inside. He caught him. You know what I'm saying? Like Crawford did Spence. Spence came in with the 1-1-2. He'll double up on the jab and then, push you back and try to come over the top with the left. That's what he was doing, man. Same thing over and over again, and Crawford was catching him. Ryan Garcia was catching Devin Haney stepping out, creating space. He'd throw his combination, step out. He was lazy. And Garcia was catching him with the counters. When he came over Devin Haney's right with his left, I say it's gonna be a problem. When he hurt Devin early in the fight, I said, shit, it's gonna be an issue. And y'all know I came out with a live and said, I believe they was in cahoots and whatever. A part of me still believed that shit because I never seen Devin look so bad. And then he didn't look that way with Regis when he rehydrated and he made 140. Why the fuck he gonna look this way with freaking Ryan Garcia of all? If you're making 140 last time, you made it this time. It's just with boxing, man. They looking at Ryan like he has did something spectacular, bro. And the only reason they are ranting and raving and so happy is that Bill has to take the blunt force of this. The naysayers, the ones that's, gathered outside to cheer on the freaking parade of Devin taking his first loss is really projected at Bill Haney. Truth be told, this is projected. The pretty boy. You know what I'm saying? Ryan, the pretty boy Garcia. He is the one that got it done. He is the one that's heralded right now, praised for handing Devin Haney his first loss. That is to throw mud in Bill's face for talking all that shit. That's what it's about. That's what they're doing. They're happy that they was able to rub it into Bill Haney's face. Bill understood. He might have, he might not. He understood this day was going to come sooner or later, that he was going to have to face a different type of music. And that music that Ron was playing in his room, that's the kind of music where you just sitting there and you might have had some drinks. You got a lot on your mind, man. You just sit back with your head on the chair and you just close your eyes and you just try to picture certain things like, okay, let me see how can this, and you just try to, you know what I'm saying? You just try to take yourself through your own imagination, your own thought process. You just try to take yourself on a psychological stroll. To try to get through some issues. Bill knew he had to face this music sooner or later. Who would have thought a fighter that they've been in the ring with 6 times as an amateur would be the one who do it? It's just a lot about this fight that doesn't add up for me. I don't think Ryan's that good at all. I think the only thing's good about Ryan is that he's proven that he's a pretty boy over and over again, and he has a huge social media following. That's what I see about Ryan. I don't see him having no huge fights with big names, making weight, and fighting for a championship the right way. No, his mentality is a Jake Paul mentality. He's pretty much going in there with the money. You know, he got the Floyd Mayweather, you know, he got the Gervonta Davis template going on. He say, I want to make these fights for money. Ryan Garcia may never win a title, y'all, outside the interim. He may not win a title anytime soon. He may not. I put it this way. If he fight Isak Cruz with the forward aggression that Isak brings, he ain't going to be able to turn his back to Isak and Isak let him get away with it. I can tell you that right now. You know what I'm saying? It's not going to happen, bro. It's not going to happen. Subriel Matias beats Ryan Garcia any day of the week. Teofimo Lopez will be interesting, but I still got him beating Ryan Garcia. I have every champion that's remaining from the WBA to the IBF to WBO beating Ryan Garcia at 140 pounds. I'm not really concerned about how many boxing fans out here wanna debunk what I'm saying, or they feel some type of way because they wanna straddle that bandwagon and kick them little Shetland ponies that they riding on. But you know Ryan sucks as a fighter. You know it. You just want to give him praise for beating Devin. He did the exact same thing. He just overemphasized the left hook on a fighter who didn't get out the way. You know, a fighter who was, looking bad, looking his worst on that night. But for WCS, you think I'm just going to jump on the bandwagon and say Ryan Garcia is this ultimate fighter? Hell to the no. He's a pretty boy. Can he prove he's not a boxing pretty boy hype job? That's my question. Ryan, if you're listening, can you prove to the people that you can make weight and compete for a title against a top name? Or you going to just try to say, okay, I'm a part of the machine now. The machine is behind me. Please set me up with a nice little title fight against a nobody. I'll make the weight and I'll go in there and win and finally become champion. Look at what you have to do. You have to win a championship first. Rolly Romero has been able to accomplish something you haven't. Even though it was given to him, that seems like to me, Ryan, the only way that you're going to get a championship is if y'all put Tony Weeks in there and the same thing happened from what Rolly Romero was able to be received with that gift with a nice little bow on the top, and you get the same. I don't see you beating any other champion at 140 pounds. And you've already made it clear that you're moving up to 47, right? So who are you going to fight up there? You don't have a championship, so you can't enact anything. You don't have the WBO, so you can't activate no WBO clause. So who are you going to fight at 147? Boots? You'll get destroyed. I bet you'll put a rehydration clause in that. What you gonna do? Try to come in there? Oh, I ain't gonna make weight no more. I ain't gonna make no weight for this because Boots too big. Okay, you gonna get your ass stumped in. How you gonna win a title? You have to make weight. You have to find a way to make weight. You gonna wait? Y'all trying to wait till you get information on when Crawford's gonna dump the belts, being that he has potentially 2 fights lined up. August 3rd and December 31st? Are you waiting for that? For them, for you know, you try to go behind the scene, try to get somebody else to, you know, strip him of his belt so you can try to get a little entry into that. Regardless of what you do, regardless there, Ryan, you're going to have to freaking make weight, and you're going to have to go in there and compete against a reputable name. Until then, you're just a boxing pretty boy. You have to prove to the people you're not a boxing pretty boy hype job, that you're more than that. This win over Devin, truth be told, the cold reality, bro, is not going to last that long. You got a bunch of anxious, you know what I'm saying, opportunists that want to cheer on Devin's demise. I get it. I'm not advocating for Team Haney. We already had some busters out here doing that shit. You know what I'm saying? They're supposed to be the ultimate cheerleader, but yet they want to hurry up and come back and treat their audience like they're freaking the biggest dummies in life. Not just the YTC, in life. Because if I support a fighter heavy, like I do the ones who support, you know, no, I support him, then the first thing I say when I come back from a loss, you know what? I really like Andy Ruiz. I like him, you know, for what he could have talked this shit. He could have said something bad. You know what I'm saying? I really like Tyson Fury because he could have said something bad about Wilder, and he didn't. No, brother. No. You can't say up here you're gonna check Devin for doing this. Motherfucker, you ain't training him. You not training him. And see, that's why Bill is just, you know, they stepping on Bill any way, shape, or form. They driving them heels. Because they just don't understand the support system. They just don't understand what that means. How you benefiting from it. Team Garcia went in there and hustled the hustler. They didn't cut weight to be stronger on the back end of the fight, and they went in there and humiliated you. People say Devin got humble. I don't think he got humble. I don't think he got humble at all. I don't think he got humble, to be honest. He got a reality check. And sometimes a reality check is worse than anybody saying you got humbled. I think they had this plan of theirs, and they got a reality check that they're way off the mark. They didn't think outside the box. You know, they didn't really try to brainstorm and come up with alternate measures that may potentially be used in this fight. It's their fault. Boy. Let me take this dude down. Let me take that down. And shout out to Fight Hype for that audio. Once again, that was Fight Hype's audio. You know what I'm saying? That was Fight Hype's audio. Real talk. Definitely have to put that out there. I just dropped a link. I want to hear what some of you have to say, if you have the time. You know what I'm saying? If you have the time. And if you choose to support, you can leave a super chat if you feel like. That's totally up to you. I'm back in the seat now. You know what I'm saying? And thanks for the haters that pretty much, you know what I'm saying, reported my channel. You know what I'm saying? I'm back monetized now. Shout out to everybody that's in the chat that tuned in for the live stream as always. You know, it is what it is with Team Haney. They're going to have to figure it out. They still champion. Don't say I don't split that shit the way it's supposed to be. You know, when it comes to not just being neutral, you know, but not being persuaded just to follow all these narratives that's out here. You know what I'm saying? Everybody want to jump on the same narrative, make the same thumbnail, hype job, hype job, hype job. You know what I'm saying? How can you call somebody a hype job and they was undisputed at lightweight? Are you stupid? Are you stupid? I can really get to some hot grease if I want to. You can't call a fighter a hype job and you don't even freaking hold the spit bucket. I said Ryan Garcia has to prove he's not a pretty boy hype job. You all are calling Devin Haney a hype job. The man was undisputed, went over to Australia twice, and y'all just ignore that. I don't have to support a fighter heavy to use my own freaking intellectual expression, my own decision-making process, my own deductive reasoning. That's what I got to do. That's what I can do. I don't need permission to do that. But y'all calling the man a hype job and he was lightweight undisputed. You're stupid. You're stupid. Seriously. I listened to that guy over there. You know what I'm saying? That his, you know, his head looked like a goddamn what they call it, one of them bottle nipples that you give to your kid when you're growing up. And the dude look out of shape as hell, man, just because he has a channel. And he's up here calling somebody a hype job because they're trying to send a message to Bill Haney. It's crazy because you're deconditioned, bro. You don't look like you can beat up your shadow. But you always up there dogging people out and you want to send a message to Bill by talk. The same guy who was sending Crawford's freaking message. You're calling a former undisputed champion a hype job. He went over to Australia twice, won the titles, went back and defended the titles and defended against Lomachenko. And you say he a hype job? Oh, this is the same guy who was talking about Crawford fighting at 140. The Jews and Dongo wasn't shit. I understand you got people who very selective on who they support and who they criticize. And the people they criticize supposed to look like them, just a darker skin shade. You know what I'm saying? So I get it. I get it. I do. I get it. Shout out Chaos in the building. Salute to you, man. The realest one World Combat. Salute to you. Appreciate you pulling up. That Captain Chaos on deck. But that's just wild, man, how these people will sit up here and talk about somebody's a hype job and they're deconditioned themselves. They're not even in cardio shape. You know what I'm saying? They're not even in cardio shape. You got people out here going to a fight. They're supposed to be supporting the fighter, but yet they doing freaking random patrol missions around the freaking block and people's hotels like they're ready to get locked up and confined and be on the freaking, 6 o'clock news. And they ready to go to trial. You know what I'm saying? This shit right here don't make any sense. This is supposed to be a fight week. Everything went bad from having those people in your circle that's not even contributing to peace. The peace of mind. They're not contributing to that. You got these people want to sit up here and try to look. How dare you? Man, I can't say if I was Bill. Me and Bill, two different people. But if I had a son up there and somebody came back here to my, I'll check so and so when he just lost, and you got to go back because you was a cheerleader. You got to go back to your audience, prove to the people who you are. By saying, "Oh, I'm gonna check him when it's all said and done and things he didn't do." Listen. It's certain times when a bitch should speak. You should know your place. You're not helping him training. You ain't putting in the hours. You coming over here from a cheerleader and always explain to people, I'm a boxing fan first. What? You a boxing fan first? Hey, let me put this out there for the people. Maybe you can pass this word, right? I remember when this dude, right, said when he see me, he'll slap me, right? Because I'm just thinking about all the stuff that went on this weekend, right? You know what I'm saying? These people going around here looking for a grown-ass man, and they supposed to be running around here like this schoolyard shit. Well, from my understanding that the LDBC, right, 78, if you listen, this has nothing to do with the LDBC in general. This has something to do with two of your servants, right? Drew Titan and BFTB. This is what I want. Y'all coming down here to Atlanta in August, right? And this is 78. This is nothing to do with you. I don't know you. They call you the general, right? I'm putting this out there. I want them to glove up. Drew said he'll beat the blood out of me. He's going around looking for Malachi. I was going. He's the enforcer. I'm telling him when he gets to Atlanta, we can set up and put the gloves on, and I will spar him and BFTB in the same day. So therefore, if you want to get in contact with me, you can hit me on the IG 78. Like I said, this ain't got shit to do with you. But if you're supposed to be ahead, it comes to a point, right, where you have people that's all grouped up and ganged up. I don't like that shit, bro. You know what I'm saying? I don't like people who have been on record as saying, I'll slap you, you pussy, you doing this and that. I'll do this, I'll do that. I'll beat the blood out you. Well, guess what? Guess what? You coming down here to the A, or we can glove up. We can glove up. That's what I want. That's the challenge I'm issuing to these two cats. Drew and freaking that guy called BF. You said you're gonna slap me when you see me. I want you to do it. We're gonna do it in the ring. We're gonna make sure it's recorded. But y'all gotta accept first. So this is going out to you. Like I said, it's nothing personal. I could care less. It's nothing personal. You're supposed to be the man in charge at 78. But Drew walking around New York, always with his freaking short sleeve shirts on. It's time to put that shit to the test, baby. Y'all coming down here to the A. There's plenty of gyms down here. We can really set this up the right way. Put the gloves on and just cancel this out, because both of y'all said y'all will put hands on me like I'm built, that's just so easy. So I'm throwing a challenge out there for Drew Titan and BFTV. When you get down here to Atlanta, we can set up a date to go to a gym. We wrap our own freaking hands in front of each other. We put the gloves on. Headgear or no headgear. You know what I'm saying? Headgear or no gear. I saw Drew up there doing push-ups. And hey, you want to do 100 push-ups before we get in the ring? We can do that. But y'all cats running around and you continue to try to be bullies, nigga. No. This is for the patrol team. This has nothing to do with the LDBC. Like I say, it's some cool cats I know in the LDBC. This has nothing to do with them. I just know that y'all said y'all coming down to the A in August. That gives you ample amount of time to get ready. All the pussy talk, all the I'm gonna do this and that. I was going around looking. I'm hearing people talking about, oh, he went to Twitter. It's his given right to go for anybody to go on Twitter. I'm not going on Twitter. I'm on my channel. This is how we supposed to, y'all always talking about, oh, I just want to talk to them. We don't have to talk. We can get this all settled and over with. You know what I'm saying? Both of y'all has sit there and said lies. WCS is broke. He's gay. He don't have no facial hair. He's this, that, and the other. He don't have nothing going. His channel don't have the numbers. I'm issuing a challenge to glove up. When you get down here to the A, 78, you can get with me via IG. All I want to do is put that out there to Drew Titan and BFTV for them. We're going to shut all this down. We're going to get straight down to it. It's no more fronting. It's no more goddamn getting behind the mic. It's no running around town talking about, hey man, I'm going to do this. Oh, you was this, you was hiding. Why y'all run? What's the hell? Running around in a group for one nigga? This has everything to do with me. I love hearing, dude, always talking about somebody a pussy. Hey, if you're not, get with the right people that can get in contact with me. We can go live on YouTube, all that. People can see the sparring. I know it's going to be plenty of people willing to go for y'all help. It don't freaking matter. It's going to be, hey man, let me train you. Let me get you back in there. Let me do it. It don't freaking matter. I got people too, man. I got people that you know, that you know, can do mid drills all day long and do strength and conditioning. But hey, y'all pass the word. And I want to be the first one to welcome, you know, to the A. You know what I'm saying? There's no smoke. The only ones I want to talk with inside glove up is BFTV and Drew Titan. He say when he see me, he'll slap me. Okay. You should be able to get permission just like you did. You was out in New York. When you get down to the A and y'all having y'all get together like you did in Texas, glove up. We'll put this to rest. All y'all niggas in the gym, y'all bulking up. You want to show biceps and triceps? Let's go. Let's clear this all up. Let's clear it up. No more fronting, no more capping, no more ducking, no more dodging. Get with whoever you got to get with. Get permission. No more talking. You just get sick and tired of people trying to go around and be bullies, man. Like this is, you know, it's real shit going on here in these streets. It's people that got families, you know what I'm saying? And y'all up here, you know, just acting like crazy, man. Like y'all want to throw it all away over a cat that only said something and stuff. I'm not no way defending him. I'm just going off what was said to me in the past. And I'm just looking at these dudes continue to think that it's okay. Just find a tank top, brother. I need to know. You can get in contact and drop me a DM. We can set this up nicely. I definitely know a gym. You know what I'm saying? We can go to. And we can settle all this. No more fronting. No more back and forth subliminal shots. We're just handling it all right there. No more secrets. No more off camera. No, we ain't doing this on camera. Nope. It's going to be for everybody to see, right? We're going to get this said and done. 2 people. That's it. 2 people that continue to run their fucking mouth. Y'all coming down here to the A. Cool. You can glove up like men, right? And get this over with. Unless you feel like the results ain't gonna work out in your favor outside of all the rah-rah stuff that you do online all the time. All the push-up, all the rod, all the jump roping and all that. Hey. It look like you in great shape. Both of y'all look like y'all in great shape when it comes to running your fucking mouths. But the good part about it is that we do have some fight news. I'm not going to blend in with this particular live because this was a Ryan Garcia, Devin Haney special. But it was just embarrassing to see everything that went down. It just gets embarrassing because you're talking about content creators. We're supposed to go there. If I was in a situation with some of these cats, you know, being on the team with a champion or not, my whole purpose is to go there and do media coverage. It's embarrassing to see people just go out here and they got other shit on their mind. And it goes to Bill too. For word to be going around and you try to damn be the culprit behind that, that's fucked up, bro. What are we doing? We got people plotting and scheming. And look, really, it ain't none of my business. I'm just saying, it's general. It's out here to the general public. That's embarrassing, man. That's fucked up. That's slimy, greasy, all that shit. But some people put themselves in a position to be played, though. All I'm saying, these same people, man, they're walking around in big groups, and they're talking as if it's only one of them. The quiet ones that I know that are straight up killers, man, they don't talk much. They don't, man. They don't talk much, man. These cats all online. Oh, man, you was high now. You was doing this. You was doing that. Oh, you should have came out. Y'all rolling around in a pack with security and talking shit. God damn. I mean, come on. Certain people will have total confidence in that. But for BF and Drew, y'all know what it is, man. Glove up, man. Don't be trying to play victim and talking about, oh, no, he's trying to threaten. Y'all was up here talking about y'all was going to mollywop a dude for sending out a tweet because they shook hands, bro. What do we come to? Black people always trying to prove that they stupid. We always trying to prove to people that we some of the dumbest, man, when it come down to these situations. Oh, man, we can't build a motherfucking Fortune 500 company together and put all this time and effort. But guess what? We can go up here and throw hands with one another outside of the freaking ring. We can try to hurt somebody. We can try to send them to the casket. We can do all this shit just to prove the one or two people. Hey, I told you I can get it done. I told you. Now they calling my phone talking about they want me to come in and for questioning. Man, what do you think I should do? Man, you should go down there for questioning, man. I ain't tell you to do all that. I just said make an example. No, man, you gave complete orders for me to, you know what I'm saying? The stupidity, bro. You just get sick and tired of hearing this rah-rah shit. It's some real life stuff. Drew sit up there and talk about F your service because a nigga was too scared to go in. Over here walking around like he a bully on his own block, right? But you say you want to talk to him. If you want to talk to somebody, all you had to do was talk to him by yourself. That's it. You could have hit that man behind the scenes. You always talking about people got your phone number, right? It's just, man, I just look at this whole shit, grown ass 40-some-year-old men going out here to look for another black man in a group to fuck him up. Not that he owe you money. Not that he owe you money. He don't owe you money. He's not in debt. He didn't steal or take. He just wore a shirt years ago. That's his problem for real. But I'm just saying, that shit is just asinine to me, man. Like the same motherfuckers going around here just bullying, in groups, talking about, oh man, you want to come out the hotel. So you felt comfortable posseed up. Why, bro? Why do y'all continue to do this, speak this black man shit, but yet y'all dogging out black men? Black men who got families and people who depend on y'all, but y'all busy dogging them out. Hey, like I said, I'm not advocating for him at all. I'm not, bro. He said what he said. He handled what he handled. Well, all I'm saying, these are the same dudes who sit up here and say, if I see you, I'll slap you. I'm like, how do you feel that that's so easy? Like, why would you even do that? Like, I wouldn't try to defend myself with lethal force. Like I would hesitate, bro. Like, that would be hesitation. I don't get what this have to do with boxing, though. I don't get it, bro. Y'all are rah-rahing online because y'all, you know, every time you go to fights, you feel like you're grouped up and you feel comfortable. But what's gonna happen when you do go out here and carry out this and that person say, I'm gonna ghost you just like I ghost that person. I didn't tell you to go out there. You a grown ass man. That's what I can't understand. It's not for me to understand how niggas just walk around here like my posse on Brooklyn. You're a 40-plus-year-old man going around here trying to prove to people that y'all a gang? All because somebody said, okay, yeah, I might have damn shook hands, but I'm sending out a text. This shit is goofy, nigga. You're talking about losing a life. You're talking about putting hands on somebody that will never let you live it down to the day they die. You're talking about putting hands on somebody all because of a t-shirt of an organization that you pay dues to. I was just at the OTX and I sat next to an LDBC member that's cool, in my opinion. He didn't say too much to me. I didn't say too much to him. I don't dislike the guy. He's a good dude. I've seen it before. He's a good dude, real talk. But me and him were sitting right next to each other. I don't have no disdain for him because he's with it. I mean, I look at him as far as his character. Every time I've seen him, he's been cool people. Real talk. He's been cool people. That was Junior the Truth. He came in there. We said, what's up? He was sitting right beside me at the media. And you know, we was watching the fights, doing what we do. He was getting interviews. I was doing my thing. He was doing his thing. It has nothing to do with the overall scope of the organization, the LDB. No, that's not it. It's just people that's in there that's trying to get this out to the public to portray like y'all are a group of enforcers, and not everybody's in there is following you all line of behavior. They're not. There's some dudes up there that act like they mature. They level-headed. They know, you know, what's going on in their everyday lives. They know all that. But you have these big mouth goofballs that continue to be a bad representation that's going around here pretending like, oh, you a bitch. You a bitch. I'm like, what? I don't see any video of you having a conversation with any of these. You always talking about, oh, they don't approach me. They don't say. Who wants to approach you? I'm giving you an option. Don't nobody want to approach you. Ain't nobody trying to spend time behind bars over you. Most always up there with them. You supposed to be wearing an extra large. You all of a sudden done hit the gym because you used to be a goddamn a extra for Fat Albert. And every picture you want to take a picture of your body. What does that mean exactly? You supposed to be the bully? Every time you come back from these events, you try to talk. You wish Sugar Hill death by fire. But yet when you've seen him in person, you're taking the picture. I seen Sugar Hill, and you can ask him. You know what I did, Drew? I seen Sugar Hill, and I had to apologize for black men. I had to apologize for him because you didn't know any better. Me and him had a conversation down here in the A when he was down here. For you to talk all that about wishing that man death in a car fire just for views and clicks, and to act like that was something that was going to take you. You're still unhappy, brother. You going around here threatening people, putting all this shit on their life, like you don't enjoy the loved ones that you have around you. I dare you. I dare you, nigga, to walk up on me and press me on some goddamn enforcement shit like you coming through. I dare you. I don't know you. I don't know your family. I don't know any of them. But obviously you don't appreciate being around them. Because every time we turn around, y'all getting online, cussing out somebody, rah-rah-rahing. You know, no video. Oh, we was gonna do this. Why is we? If you got an issue with the way I grew up, and you an old nigga too, you handle the situation. You converse with the person. That's what you do. All I hear is we. What the fuck is we though? You can be a man and converse and ask, hey, what's going on? It's fine to talk, you know, this, that, and the other. But I'm saying, okay, it don't seem like it's ever gonna be no talk because it's always disrespect. All I hear is whole ass nigga, this and that. I say, okay. You're coming down here to the A in August. All we gotta do is go to the we can get a gym. There's plenty of boxing gyms down here. I know one. We can glove up. We can do it for real. Get it all out of our system and everything else, and just settle all the hype. Settle all the hype. You know what I'm saying? Get rid of the hype. All the online. Walking around. Threatening people all the time. We can make it sensible. No plotting and scheming. We can just go straight to the ring, man, and do it the right way. Get it over with. No secrets, no. Oh, man, it was no video allowed. No. Get everything the way you want. Let the people see. Because when you come back, you ain't going to say, well, you know, the jet lag. Yeah, the jet lag in there. I flew Spirit that time. And you know, Spirit, sometimes the air pressure in the cabin, it's not the way it feels. No, I'm sick of it, man. You know, these individuals continue to call cats out their name. And, you know, I'm not saying I'm innocent, but it's been in my defense. Like, I never really fucked with none of them. It was in my defense on what I did. But I'm like, I hear people have told me so much about both of them and what they said about me. And I'm saying, like, you only attend a fight when you have overall protection and a group. It's not we, it's you. It's you as a person. That's it. You. Both of y'all, one person. This grouping up shit. They don't have nothing to do with me. I'm talking about these people that have been talking and they're just up here recklessly talking about they'll walk up and slap somebody. They say it so freely. I will beat the blood out your head. Okay. I put the suggestion out there for you. You know, every city has gloves. And really for me, it's like no smoke, really. This is something that I'm putting out there for the ones who continue, for those two right there. Forget about, you know, forget about the rah-rah and you know, whole ass pussy. No. It's we can settle all that. Cause you cover boxing, get in there, show people how much you've been practicing. Get with somebody who's gonna get with you and say, hey man, take him up on the channel. I'll teach you some combinations. I'll teach you. Cool. I'm gonna dig into your heart. I'm gonna dig in your heart. I want to test the heart. Let you get all that shit out in the first in the first 30 seconds. Get it all out. Takes more than biceps, nigga. Especially you, Drew. Next time you drop that link in the chat, I'm clicking on that link, man. And we're gonna have a talk. Don't keep me in the background. I'm gonna ask you straight up. I'm gonna say, hey, is this something that you would like to do? I'm gonna talk to you as a man, bro. You always tell my people got your number and everything. I'm talking to you as a man. Y'all always get in front of your audience, talking about what you gonna do to people, telling all them lies. Motherfuckers want to worry about facial hair and shit. I'm like, damn, y'all the most weirdos I ever seen, bro. Let's stop the cap, bro. Stop the cap, man. You know what I'm saying? As men, like you always say, oh man, we could talk as men. You know, you ever been talking about a man who passed away and he pushing daisies and shit, and you know what I'm saying? I mean, come on, man. I want to see the killer in you, bro. I want to feel that. I want to see what it is when you tap into those lungs, bro. You know what I'm saying? You going around here making all these threats to people all the time. But bro, stop using the group. If you're going to talk to some people that you have problems with online, talk with them. Stop saying we could have talked. We could have talked. Talk with them to see what type of person they are. See if y'all can come to a resolution. Stop taking it online like you was trying to damn patrol the area and look for them, and you in enforce and you ready to get locked up over that shit. It don't make any fucking sense, bro. Y'all up here representing black men, knowing you ain't trying to goddamn spend time behind them walls for no goddamn body. But you with people, and you got a problem with certain people. But instead of it being Y-O-U, you saying we. And that's not the way it's supposed to be, man. That's not the way it's supposed to be. Shout out to the OG Mr. Golden. Salute. Appreciate the ones that's in the building, man. You know what I'm saying? You know, sometimes, you know, it's all about peace with me. You know, but when you serve your country, been all over the world, man, you have to be around people that you like and don't like. You learn how to coexist. You learn how to get the mission accomplished. And then you get these people that never was able to take that leap. And they say, you know, F your service and call you a faggot and all this shit and just be disrespectful. I'm like, if you're going to talk to somebody, talk to them. Not from afar, but if you say you see them in person, talk to them. If you choose to take a risk and come up there and say, okay, this is when, you know, I want to jump outside and I don't care about nothing. The repercussions and consequences may be lethal. I don't know, man. These cats, like, you got motherfuckers like me that don't bother nobody, man. I sit up here and do what I got to do. I ain't trying to go around and be in no group. I'm not a group person. But it's embarrassing, man, to see a group of grown-ass fucking men looking for one dude to say he 5'6". It's just embarrassing. You know, other people look at us as black people and they say, yep, that's what they do. They try to go up here and chomp down and tear down and try to take the life of just a single black man. All because of a t-shirt. You gonna say that in the courts? He wore a t-shirt that pissed me off. So he never robbed you. He never owed you money. He never assaulted you. He never violated you know, your family, your friends, any of that. You know, physically, of course. Never stole from you. Never put you in a situation where you fear for your life. But he wore a t-shirt. Look, I can't even explain what the barometer of ignorance that takes to say you want to do 5 to 10 years to go up here and harm somebody or put yourself in jeopardy of losing your own freaking life. Yeah, you can say all that military shit is, oh, fuck that. Until you run up on somebody who's been in combat and done seen the shit. It's okay. It's okay when you in that moment. Motherfuckers be minding their business, and then you want to go around and prove to people. You want to go prove to people. I'm the baddest. It's embarrassing, man. I ain't gonna lie. It's fucking embarrassing. Motherfuckers going out here supposed to be covering fights, man. They're posseing up. And if it's true, allegedly, what you did, Bill Haney, man, that's fucked up, bro. For one man, for one freaking man, that's fucked up. Man, you supposed to be on code, man. You from the streets. How you gonna run some street shit on a nigga that's supposed to be trying to support? If you didn't want the nigga around and you want to fucking with him, you should just left it alone. But you could have went down for some real shit if they just didn't care. And 78, how you gonna say that, you know, it was peace, you shook hands and all that, but, you know, Drew, I can't say what he gonna do. He gonna go do. So basically you're not in charge. If you tell them to stand down, you shook the man's hand and that's what it was, cool. Honor that shit. But you can't have one loosely erratic, reckless individual representing your organization that's gonna go against the order that you gave. They say, fuck it. I don't care about none of that. You say you don't know what he's gonna do. So everybody else understood the orders. If you shook his hand, leave him the fuck alone. But you don't know what that particular person is gonna do. He's not following the orders then. That means y'all should be co-leaders. Because whatever orders you give to the other sane, level-headed individuals, it doesn't count for him because he's going to go around and do his own thing. Now, you have a individual that's going around like he's a freaking enforcer or mercenary. That's when people lose their life. We're not playing over dumb shit on social media. That's when people lose their freaking life. That's point blank, period. Pulling up on people and trying to hold them something accountable for something they can't account for, like me, and you believing that the set is going to be, oh, I'm going to prove a point. I'm gonna try my damnedest to take your life, man. This is not a game. You niggas run around here like it's play. If this nigga is not under your charge, but he's representing your organization, and he's just going around here feeling he can do anything and everything, but say, oh, I'm looking for him, but I wasn't gonna touch him. I was just gonna talk to him. You're giving off the impression that you're going to do harm on somebody. This shit don't make no sense, man, ever. It don't make no sense ever. It doesn't make any sense ever. This is boxing. This is social media on YTC, y'all. And you got a world freaking champion with people that's going on looking for one dude that's in the play, and he don't know it. You running the play on one nigga that's been going at the group. If I am the general, I'm handling it. What I say goes. It ain't no option. It's it. Done. We squashed it. If that person gets online and start talking on their Twitter account, so what? Who cares, man? People be telling me all the time, oh man, LDB. I met some niggas that's cool in the LDBC, period. Nobody ain't gonna change the shit. It's some cool cats that I know through some people that's cool. I don't have an issue with it. They can say what they want about the group at the end of their life. That don't bother me. But it's the ones who's going around here like, you are the mediator to life and how someone live it. You are the one that's going to control how someone breathe. And when you see them in person, you said the most vile shit about Sugar Hill. And when you saw him, you want to take pictures in the background. Do you know how many people that know Sugar Hill? When I came up on Sugar Hill, he was by himself and we had a conversation. Ask him, he'll tell you. This shit don't make any sense and never did. But the same motherfuckers keep on like, man, what is this about? Like, what's going on? Like, y'all want to take a field trip? What's going on? What is this reckless behavior? If you are the head and you say no, leave it, and you got one rambunctious motherfucker that's saying, no, I'm gonna do what I want to do, well, you ain't the leader. This ain't got nothing to do with being cool. This got something to do with people following instructions. And if people ain't willing to follow instructions, they go harm somebody. Don't get mad when the retaliation is 10 times worse. Because you got to look at it. That person, did they do anything to deserve any of that physical harm? A t-shirt. You got to be kidding me. You got to be freaking kidding me. Going at you online, man, that's feelings. It's been plenty of people out that group go at people all over social media for years and years and years. But we're trying to plot and scheme on somebody who has been going because they don't like you. They don't like the group. But you said it was over. Who cares if he goes on social media or not? You're gonna snitch on yourself and say, oh, we was group up, we was got to now go up here and find him. He was already what? Man, this can't be real, man. This can't be real that you got men that's up here self-snitching that they was looking for somebody to do bodily harm all over them putting out tweets on social media that you don't like. That shit's crazy. You rather put yourself behind bars and tell the judge, oh, he was tweeting about the group. He was tweeting about the group. That's all. Your loved ones like, oh, we hope they don't give you that much time, but we'll come visit you every day. I don't get it, man. I hear the same shit, man. I hear people, trying to play victim all the time, reporting your channel. You know what I'm saying? All that. They report your channel. They do a lot of typing. Then you go to a freaking championship showcase. We're talking about world championship. World. And we have people plotting. As all these fights go on, who can say they went there to cover a fighter, but yet most of their time was there plotting and scheming to get locked up by putting hands on somebody that would definitely go to the police on you. It definitely going to the police. It ain't no street code. You're going to the freaking police, man. That shit is unfucking believable how people, they blessed to be free. They got people that they can communicate with on a daily basis, but yet they want to roll in a group and say we gonna jump them. Well, you must be willing to commit homicide then, man. Cause who gonna let that slide? Who gonna let that slide, man? Real talk, who? You ready to commit homicide? Cause somebody jumped on Twitter and you don't think it's gonna be retaliation? You ready to commit homicide for that? You ready to all go and see a jury or judge over some boxing community stuff so somebody can say, hey man, so-and-so from this and this and right there, they all on trial right now because they wanted to roll in a group and go put hands on. Bro, I'm not gonna say anything, bro. Drew, I dare you, bro. BF, I dare you. Niggas talk all that shit, man. Like you got something to prove. Niggas steadily be looking over their shoulders and be looking uncomfortable in public and shit. Don't be covering no fights, no content, no nothing. I always dress like you soldiers for who? You soldiers for who? For what? You supposed to be supporting a world champion. But y'all roaming around NYC, Brooklyn, whatever, looking for somebody? That's embarrassing, man. 40-year-old niggas looking for somebody. That's embarrassing. I want to come back and talk some shit. Oh, so-and-so was hiding out. He was doing this. He was doing that. Nigga, you in your 40s? He say he 5'6". You want to talk to him because he say you was a midget? You ready to lose it all because he said you was a midget? And you found out you taller than him? Man, this shit can't be real, bro. This shit right here can't be real. I ain't gonna lie. This shit can't be real, dog. For real. I'm just saying. I think anybody who go looking for you and try to accuse you or try to exacerbate something that you're a part of and you're not, and you have an opportunity, if not that moment, another moment, to provide them with the worst case scenario, you do it. You do it. I'm not playing. I'm not playing. You look, I'm not playing. I don't have time to be going around here fucking with grown ass men. But the ones who say when they see you, they'll slap you and all that. Okay. All right. Remember, you said that. Not everybody else. You said it. You said it. You said it. Not we said it. You said it. So when I hear you going around talking about we, no, you have a problem with him. Don't bring everybody else into the equation. You got a problem with it. Anyway, I ain't mean to get off topic. Shout out to MKB on deck, man. This shit's just unbelievable, man. That shit's unbelievable, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm not up here in nobody's defense. But for my people to be a part of a plot when you're a millionaire and anything would have went down excessively, where somebody would have got harmed and injured. Now you're talking about somebody would have went to the police and they probably would have sued you for freaking damages. And then everything would have came out in the wash that this particular person allegedly set it all up for it to go down like that. It's just stupid, dog. It's just unfucking believable. And I can't say it's not people to get killed for less. But I'm saying this is a boxing freaking community. And to even hear people walking around as if they're on patrol looking for someone to do what? To report you? Well, you plan on killing him? You think you're going to touch him and it's over? You got legal problems on your hand. That's why I can't understand. They'll sit up here and act. They'll sit up here and be quick to type and report everything, right? But yet, if they was put in that position where they was the instigators, the antagonists, and somebody reported them, they had to go through all this legal work. Now they up here talking about, oh, so-and-so went to the man. You damn right. Like, goddamn, what the fuck you expect? Either you getting your life taken or they're going to go to the damn law about it. But you had a choice to do or not to do. You don't hear Puerto Ricans going there. You don't have Dominican, Africans. You don't hear Caucasians going to fight cards. Looking for people, plotting, scheming. It's just stupid, bro. It's stupid as fuck, man. That shit is stupid as hell, man. Exactly why not challenge to a gym boxing fight. That's how I think missed me with the jail crap. I just, oh my God, man. You know, you have people hit you up and they say, man, this can't be real. Like, you actually have this going on all because of a person that don't like an organization that only the boxing community pretty much have an understanding. Organization, not every member in here is on the same music. You got some cool ones and you got some non-cool ones. You know what I'm saying? I mean, they're not all the same, period. But it just to know that potentially someone was being plotted and schemed on for bodily harm, to say that this is how it went down, and I'm looking at like, why security though? If this guy was talking and you the head, you don't need security. If they by themselves, you don't need security, man. It's just you and him. You're taller than he is, right? So you got the advantage already. Your height. Why security is needed? What are we talking about today, man? What are we talking about in 2024? Like, you need security for one dude that's online? You know what I'm saying? Like, who has control of that big mouth? Who's in charge of Big Mouth Drew? They always want to go around and threaten people like he don't value his freedom. Like he don't value waking up and enjoying life. He's going around here trying to be Mr. Tough Guy all the time. Always cussing people, being absolutely disrespectful. I mean, when you gonna put hands on somebody, man, and show them I'm really a vigilante? When are you gonna do that, bro? When you just gonna walk up to him and swing? Because you don't have nothing to lose. You're not happy with having that place of refuge. You're not happy, bro. Because every time I turn around, you're online like you going around looking for trouble with grown men. Last time I checked, grown men, we play by different rules. You know what I'm saying? We've been living for a long time. You act like you're going around trying to lose a breath. What's wrong with you, man? That shit don't make no fucking sense. And then that other guy, I can see, you know, he's a fucked up individual. I can see why he is the way he is. Stupid. Uneducated. Took L's in life. Mad at everybody else because he made the decisions he did. And then want to talk down on every other man with all that vigor. But where's the video of you just walking up and just wrecking people in the street because you don't care no more? Are you trying to walk on eggshells because you got permission to leave the state lines? Okay, if that's the way you are, you're at ease and you're just trying to mind your business, well, do that. Don't come back and get online and calling people a bitch all the time when you're in. No, bro, if you got an issue with that one person, when you see him in person, why don't you just ever approach him? You always say, oh, I saw so-and-so and they didn't want no talk. Oh, we saw so-and-so. It's always we. It's always fucking we with these niggas, man. Well, I put it out there, you know. No more talking. You know, y'all niggas say, you know, when you see somebody, you'll slap them, all that. Hey, we can put the gloves on and, you know, y'all have a, welcome to the ATL. Hope y'all have a glorious time. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, it'll be good for them two individuals right there It said they'll cause me harm. You know what I'm saying? To lace up. You know what I'm saying? That's all. You know, you said you'll slap me when you see me. Okay. Let's do it in the ring. Beat the blood out. Okay, let's do it in the ring, man. You know where it's safe. You know what I'm saying? You cover boxing, then you get the box. You can wear a tank top, you can wear no shirt, or whatever the case may be. This should be a pretty easy go. I'm old as shit, man. He'll push somebody in front before he 30 his nails. Man, this shit is crazy, man. It's just certain brothers I know that wouldn't even entertain this. Like, this is unbelievable how this exists, man. Like, I mean, come on, you don't value like the little routine shit you got. You going online, you have a channel, you have free time. You want to throw that all away? You know, fucking with somebody that you don't know where their mental state is at. It's certain cats out here ain't playing. They're not playing with the second chance, man. What do you think this is? Looney Tunes? Like, you fall off a building in animation, you get back up and walk down the street and it's all cool? Like, what's going on with y'all cats, bro? I don't get this shit, man. Y'all trying to run game on a nigga all over a t-shirt years ago. And cause he talks shit about y'all. God damn. He talks shit about your family though. Did he say? It's been niggas on here that says shit about people's kids and what they'll do to their kids and all that. Mike Tyson said he want to eat Lennox Lewis' kids. He's still alive. He bit Holyfield's ears off. He's still alive. Them are true killers. All this social media shit, man. You hear people, oh man, I do this to your kid. I do this. F you. You a bitch ass nigga. You this or that. I'm like, are y'all trying to live or y'all trying to perish? I don't get it. Y'all don't want to inhale? Y'all don't enjoy that air? Y'all don't appreciate that shit? Y'all don't appreciate going live at your own free will? I just feel, you know, when it comes down to it, you know, the two that I talked about, y'all some busters, man. Y'all some straight up busters all day, every day. Y'all some straight up busters, man. Fraud ass busters. Going around here acting like enforcers and shit, like people supposed to be scared. Going around here trying to group up on motherfuckers, man. Shout out to JD with the $5 super chat, man. The first on the rebound. I appreciate you, JD. On deck in the building. Appreciate you donating to the channel, man. Good to see the Christmas tree lighting up again. You know what I'm saying, JD? Goddamn, it ain't near December, man, but it's good to see a goddamn Christmas tree light come on up in this bitch. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate you, babe. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate you being the first one to drop that $5 super chat. On deck in the building. I do appreciate talking to boxing heads. Yeah, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know the ones who all about boxing, like the ones you can have a disagreement with and see them in person. And it's like, hey, what up, man? You know, we don't agree about certain topics. You know how many people I met that didn't like Deontay? What does that have to do with me? I told you why I appreciate him and how, you know, the respect I have. What you say don't matter. Same with Crawford. I went through the drama. I went through my favorite fighter. Oh man, you're a Wilder fanboy. You're a Bud butt buddy. You this, that, and the other. I'm like, what makes me that though? What makes me that? You got to prove what makes me that. You know what I'm saying? Once again, shout out to JD with the $5 super chat, man. I appreciate you, big dog. Shout out to Martin King Boxing, man. Congratulations, World of Combat Sports. I appreciate you. Thanks for those who's donating to the channel. The first 2 chats on the Christmas tree, man, to light up this holiday spirit. You know what I'm saying? We about to be off. Look, we about to be off. We heading from April into May, y'all. You know what I'm saying? We heading to damn near the mid part of the year. You know, shout out to MKB, been around the block and back back out on the block and back on the block again. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate you. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Andrew Charles in the building with the $10 super chat, man. World Combat Sports, appreciate you. Those of you who's been hanging out, man, the whole time, you know, my channel was reported. You know what I'm saying? I had to go on probation. Appreciate y'all putting the Christmas lights back on the tree, man, and supporting the channel. JD, Martin King Boxing, Andrew Charles, who's also been around here for a good long minute. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Dodge, Jay with the $5 in the building. I appreciate you, man. Salute you back up. Yeah, man. I'm trying to stay up, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to stay up, dog. That's all. I'm trying to stay up now. I'm trying to. But I learned my lesson when people report your channel and stuff. You learn. You think certain people are not going to do this, that, and they report your channel, and then, you know, you have to go through a whole process of being idle and stuff like that. Now, I understand when people don't want to really do Cash App like that. They'll really do freaking, you know, YouTube. I get it. But appreciate y'all for, you know, one love to the ones who's putting those ornaments in the super chat, those super chat ornaments on the tree. You know what I'm saying? Good to see those colors. I think real talk, I think every one of them a different color. You got a green one. You got a freaking turquoise and shit. You got the yellow for Andrew. You got the blue. You know what I'm saying? No, you got the green. MKB said it's a great channel. Thank you. And I appreciate you support, man. You know how we go back there, Ron. You know how far we go back. You feel me? We go back, man. Shout out to Samar Warren with the $10 on deck, man. Peace and blessings, WCS. Glad you got the super chats back. Only in our culture do we have a pack mentality, bro. What? What did you say? A pack mentality for dumbish. Man, that's all I'm saying, man. And that's all I'm saying, man. Why the pack mentality, bro? I just... I'm not gonna tell y'all I don't get it, because in the Marine Corps we was in a lot of fights against other services. I ain't gonna lie, and we fought together. But that's not the pack mentality I'm talking about, because you know, Marines, we roll around as a band of brothers. But we also established the right way how to do it when there was a problem amongst the ranks and somebody wanted to talk it out, or they need to wrestle or fight or whatever. They did it one-on-one. It wasn't no pack mentality. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't that pack mentality shit, man. Because what do you get by doing it? What do you get? You get, when that one person come back and start taking y'all out one by one, what do you get? What are you going to get off that one chance? A retaliation? You're absolutely right on that, man. Once again, salute to Samar Warren for supporting the channel, man, with a $10 on deck. You know what I'm saying? Straight out the fighting hole on the battlefield, bro. Appreciate y'all. Jason on deck, salute, man. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Martin King Boxing, MKB in the building once again. Thanks for the $2 super chat, man. Thanks for y'all, you know, livening up the super chat, man. Hey, one thing I think people know, when I did get demonetized, I just didn't stop. You know what I'm saying? I didn't really put my cash up here probably 3-4 times the whole time I was out there. You know what I'm saying? But I appreciate y'all, man. Real talk. Man, thanks for the love. Swat Jones in the building with the 20. He said, just cause you dope, man, and be putting in work, and you honest, and you cap, and I mean captain. Yeah, I understand what you mean, man. Real talk. That's a huge thing to me, being a war vet. But you kick that boxing shit. Congrats, fam, on the collection play. Hey, man, no doubt, man. Hey, I got respect for everybody who go to work. I'm retired. Well, I got respect for everybody who going to work and when they donate. You know what I'm saying? I don't care how everybody else treat their chat, but I know I don't have a chat full of dummies. I know that. I know I got some cats in here that talk business, that talk boxing, that's level-headed, mature, and that's what it's about, man. But shout out to you, Lil Jones, with the $20 super chat, my brother. Much appreciated, man. One love to everybody that's donating and finding out I'm back, up and running, man. It shocked me too. I was like, what? They did? You know what I'm saying? Well, it's all good, man. Shout out to Big Blunts and Boxing with the $2 on deck in the building. Check Cash App OG Super Chats back. Yes, sir, man. I appreciate you, man. Shout out to Big Blunts and Boxing. Supporter, man. One of the ones who be dropping... Who's this? One of the ones who be dropping content behind the scene, man. You know what I'm saying? That helps out a lot, especially when you're on the road doing what you do. You know, you can check your IG and got that content. You know, much appreciated, man. Real talk. Salute to you. With the $2 super chat on deck in the building. MKB said, peace, Jones. They kicking my back in on this Haney loss. I feel like Errol Spence fan now, but I wasn't that big on Devin, thank God. Oh, no. Don't be trying to digress now, goddammit. Hey, you was defending. Let me see, who was that? Let me see. No, it wasn't you. It was who was that? Who's that? I forgot who it was, man. But man, y'all need to learn how to stick by these fighters, man. Even if they took their first loss, bro. What did Devin do to y'all, though? I'm real talk. What did he do to y'all? Just like I say, what did Wilder do to y'all? When I was receiving all the backlash, it's just people was like, oh man, I don't like you because you. What did he do to y'all, though? What did Crawford do to y'all? What did Jihad do to y'all? You know what I'm saying? What did your favorite fighter do to the listeners? What did Shakur Stevenson do to y'all? You know what I'm saying? Once again, big salute to the ones who lit up the Christmas tree, man. I truly appreciate it. Real talk. You know, y'all the first ones to kick off 2024. You know what I'm saying? Donating to the brother. You know what I'm saying? Been down since last year. You know what I'm saying? It means a lot, man. You know what I'm saying? It means a lot. Real talk. Y'all made my day, man. Don't do it just one loss. A loss make you dangerous. I'm just saying, man, that your fighter got one loss, though. Haney got one loss. He's a former undisputed. He's still the reigning defending WBC. That's all I'm saying, bro. That's all I'm saying. He's still the reigning defending. I was just starting to be a super fan, but Devin still get my support. Man, you gotta make a decision, bro. Like, he only has one single loss, man. One loss. Look, Canelo, not too long ago, lost to Dimitri Bivol. Has his fan base dropped all because he lost to Bivol? Nope. You know, he's still bringing in the money and getting the checks and freaking, you know, having a freaking what they call them, a police escort with the Brinks trucks driving down the street. That's still what he does, man. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be a hot summer, hot grease, Terrence T. Bud Crawford. What? He's back August 3rd, man, and potentially he's going to have a fight with Fundora in December 31st to bring in the New Year's? What? Are you insane? You're going to tell me that this New Year's is going to be a fresh start from what we experienced in 2022? Is that what you're telling me? It's going to be different? It's going to be different between 22 to 23 and 23 to 24? You trying to tell me it's going to be different? Because you know from 22 to 23, they was mad because he fought Avanesian. From 23 to 24, they was mad because of July 29th, the T-Mobile massacre. Whoa, we witnessed the massacre. Oh, yes, we did. July 29th, T-Mobile. We seen it all go down. Down, down, down. We seen it all go down. Yes, we did. We seen it went down, y'all. T-Mobile massacre. So you're trying to tell me Crawford is going to be a part of our boxing lives again from 24 to 25? Oh my God. That's 3 freaking years, yo. 22 to 23, 23 to 24, and 24 to 25. Man, it's going to be something to talk about. Fundora? You trying to tell me Fundora? And then shout out to Conquest, man. I appreciate that doc that you dropped me on the DMs. I'm going to talk about that tomorrow, big dog. I'm going to talk about that tomorrow, big dog, for real. I just wanted to do this, Ryan Garcia. I want to give a big shout out to JC with the $10 super chat in the Cash App for WCS. I appreciate you, man. Big shout out to Arnold Brown, man, in the Cash App. Say for great content. No doubt, man. Thank you. Much appreciate, man. Y'all uplifting and reviving. It seemed like y'all seen the damn the super chat button down here. It was just chilling. It was probably feeling all lonely. Then y'all say, hey, man, you good? You all right? What's good, man? What you been up to, man? I haven't seen you around here in a long time. It's good to see you back. Don't worry about it. We got you this time. We got you. You know what I'm saying? What they say for blunt? You scorched them to the appreciate it, man. Appreciate the Cash Apps, man, for the ones who donated. JC with the $10 Cash App, and Honor Brown with the $25 Cash App in the super chat. Man, I gotta give a raw. You know what I'm saying? Simplify. I gotta go back to the core. You know what I'm saying? I gotta go back to the core for that one. Appreciate y'all, man. Appreciate y'all. You know, I was all about the hot grease, but today I feel like it was freaking the holiday season, man. The Christmas tree started to blink. It took me back as a kid, man. For real. I'm going to enjoy talking about this summer. It's going to be different, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be different because, you know, Madrimov only has 10 wins. So, you know, a lot of people saying he got power in both hands and all that. And, you know, it's going to be a problem for Crawford. Hey, I like to see Crawford in a tough fight. Because every time he go in there with somebody he don't supposed to beat, and he beat him, they always come up here, well, he barely had any experience to begin with. No, y'all up here saying he has power in both hands. You know? Yeah, fish was flying everywhere, man. Crumbs everywhere. That Bud card just got Ortiz versus Zoo. What? Hell no. Hell no, shawty. You trying to say Virgil Ortiz fighting style against a similar fighting style like Zoo? Ooh, wee. Oh my God. What? Shout out to Turk Al-Sheikh. He's doing the damn thing, y'all. He's running circles and circles, and he ain't getting dizzy because you got that much money and you don't carry it around in your pocket. That's liquid. You know what I'm saying? They got that liquid money. You trying to tell me Virgil Ortiz and Tim Tszyu is on the docket? What? That's going to be fire. That is going to be fire. You trying to tell me Isaac Cruz and El Rayo, who put Chris Colbert to "We wish you a merry, we wish you a merry." 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, okay. I'm up, man. Shit, I thought I got to get ready to go to the fight. Damn, I already got my gloves on. Oh, the fight's over. You know what? I made the count. No, you didn't. You have plenty of time to look at the video. No, you didn't. El Rayo fighting Isaac Cruz. Ooh, Virgil Ortiz, Tim Tszyu. I thought Samson said, correct me if I'm wrong, y'all. Didn't Samson say that they was interested in giving Tim Tszyu a rematch because they had a verbal agreement. A verbal agreement. And Crawford has a no-likable style. So you trying to tell me Crawford gonna get Sebastian Fundora December 31st on that card? You trying to tell me the Sheik is loading up that August 3rd card, bro? Are you trying to tell me Virgil Ortiz, Tim Tszyu is on the August 3rd card or the December 31st? Let me just put an inquiry in the search engine. Let me just try to find this out. I know you lying. I know you lying. I know you lying. I know you lying. I know the Sheik just didn't make this fight with Virgil Ortiz and Tim Tszyu. That is gonna be nasty. Now, well, it haven't came out yet. Let me look over here. See, this is what I want to talk about. I mean, this card is becoming the card of dreams. This card is giving 2024 a new freaking bulb of hope. Where y'all see that information at, man? Where y'all see that information at, bro? Cause I know what Blunt sent me. I know what he sent me is talking about. Let me see if somebody sent it to me yet. I know what you sent me was. Let me see. Okay, Ennis and Crowley. Shout out to Ennis, man. Shout out to Ennis. He's fighting Cody Crowley. But you said Isaac Cruz, Jose Valenzuela, Andy Ruiz, Jarrell Miller. Yeah, I knew this. Abner Monrez, Leo Santa Cruz, farewell fight. Yep. But where y'all see that at? Where y'all see that Virgil Ortiz, Tim Tszyu, man? I'm trying to find that information. That's crazy right there. That's just unfucking believable. That's gonna be a hell of a freaking fight. I like Virgil Ortiz style too, man. I just hope his stomach and everything is the way it's supposed to, because they always talk about how Keith Thurman goes down from body shots. You know, Virgil Ortiz has been down by a lesser opponent that has lesser power. Let me see. Tim Tszyu. Okay, I found it. Boxing News 24. Tim Tszyu versus Virgil Ortiz planned for August 3rd. Jesus Christ. God damn. Woo. Tim Tszyu versus Virgil Ortiz, man, being planned for the undercard of Israel Marjamal, Terrence Crawford, August. Goddamn salute to His Excellency Turk Al-Sheikh for reviving American boxing. Thank you, sir. Thank you. We're not dealing with budget and we can't make that fight because there's not enough money, and we can't come to a conclusion, you got to go to purse bid. One thing about Turk Al Sheik, I don't hear boxers going to purse bid. I don't hear boxers talk about, hey, let's go to purse bid. I need to go to purse bid. Al Sheik ain't offering me enough money. Them mugs going over there. Except, yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, Your Excellency. Yeah, yes. I'll be back. Yeah, I'll be at the airport that time. Yep. So we got Jose Valenzuela challenging Isaac Cruz for the WBA super lightweight title. Andy Ruiz is fighting Jarrell Miller, who's coming off a loss to Daniel Dubois, which was hell of a fight. Shout out to Dubois for that freaking rocky moment. I wasn't too much a fan, but I was a fan of the moment, and I was a fan of Dubois closing the SHOW. Now we got Terrence Crawford versus Madrimal, the headline, and we got Tim Tszyu and Virgil Ortiz is going to be fire. That shit is going to be fire. Seriously, man, that shit is going to be explosive. I'm just curious, you know. I mean, the disadvantage, if you're talking about inactivity, like they always say, is going to be Virgil Ortiz. I think, you know, 2 coughs and the fight was over last time. What? What? Ref, I didn't really have time to sit down on my punches. Yeah, it's over. They say he had an aneurysm. I don't want to disclose all that, but yeah. That's going to be great, man. I hope Virgil's in the gym like I know he is. And he willing to go in there and work, man, because Tim Tszyu has proven that he's a warrior, regardless if it's raining blood. If the clouds are bleeding out, Tim Tszyu said, I'm going to go ahead and fight through this. I'm a warrior. Virgil Ortiz better be willing to go through that shit, man. I'm telling you, he better be willing to go through it. Tim Tszyu ain't no joke. Man, that's a hell of a card, bro. Appreciate that info, man. Appreciate y'all dropping that info. Real talk. That's going to be a hell of a freaking card now. I mean, you only need 4 fights on the card. And with the farewell fight, it kind of fizzled out. But now that we got Valenzuela Cruz, we got Ruiz Miller, and we got Ortiz Tszyu with a headline of Crawford. Y'all hold on for a second. I gotta go take care of some business, y'all. Let me see. Yo, show cap love, man. It's a celebration, man. WCS be putting in work. He bring real entertainment. Kick this. Just stay real. Y'all know Cap be coming with it. I appreciate you, man. I appreciate the ones who respect it for what it is. I always say quality over quantity. I'll take this chat over all them clowns that just be putting stuff in there, going along with everything. That I appreciate y'all, man, for knowing what it is, man. You know what I'm saying? Having your own identity. That's what counts. I didn't notice then. I looked like, oh yeah. Hey man, JC is mean. Okay. I say, who is sending? Okay, I got it, man. Cause yeah, I've sent you that before. You're right. I was like, why would somebody be sending for him? Okay, shout out to Blunts, man. Damn. Okay, I got you. Appreciate that, Blunts, for the $2 super chat. Back on deck with it. The Christmas tree is lit, man. You know what I'm saying? It's almost like I'm about to run a quarter mile, man. Of course, I'm going to need some assistance, though. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to need to do it on some skates or some type of rotary type assistance. You know what I'm saying? Shit. Bologna sandwiches have returned. What? Brown baggers, right? Appreciate that, Jones. You know what I'm saying? Brown baggers right there, Blunts. Brown baggers on deck. Brown baggers, man. But I shall be back on a little later, potentially. Once again, big salute to the ones who support support the channel. And the one who dropped and lit up the Christmas tree, man, that was a good look. I appreciate it, man. You know what I'm saying? I think the button was kind of shocked itself. It was caught off guard. But much appreciated, man. One love to everybody who support. We should do it again. I'm out. Peace.